Alrighty, we have here Dobinsons UCAs for these are 4Runner UCAs. Alright, so these are for 4th and 5th gen 4Runner, Toyota FJ Cruiser, Lexus GX470, GX460. I didn't bring my right knife. This is my non-serrated knife, which isn't the greatest for this kind of stuff. Just going to show you what these look like out of the box. These are not assembled struts. Not assembled upper control arms. They come with ball joints. These are 555 ball joints from Japan. That's what you get. So in here we've got the instructions. Shows the assembly sequence. I'm going to try and break that down for you and show you what's needed. We've got the standard specs, torque specs, all that good bit. Let's go to the side. I'm just going to open the top one out of here so that I don't have to pull this box apart all the way. We've got two separate boxes inside here with a left and a right control arm. Here what we've got is, first thing, we've got the machined aluminum top cap. That's a cover for the ball joint. Comes with an O-ring. You're going to grease this. And you're going to put this in to protect crud and everything from getting onto the top of the ball joint. We have new washers. These are for the outside position. I'll show you that in a second. More hardware, I'll show you that in a second. Nobody likes stickers, but you get some stickers. What we have here is a, these are 5mm thick wall HSLA high strength low alloy steel upper control arms. These come with exactly the same as original rubber bushings with a they're exactly the same as original. These are from the #1 rubber factory pretty much in the world for bushings of this kind. You're going to see that these cannot make noise. Why can't they make noise? Because nothing moves. You're going to have this mounted with the original bolt, the long bolt that goes right through here, and you get no movement between the rubber bushings and the sleeve in the middle. You get, of course, the bushing doesn't move on the outside because the bushing is pressed into the arm. So this is literally tight, and you get movement this way, but no squeaking. There's no greasing, no squeaking. It can't squeak. If it squeaks, you installed it wrong. If it squeaks, it's going to be on the inside here, where it's moving up and down when it shouldn't be. That means you didn't get the torque right on the long bolt. Very simple, very easy. All right, so what else do we have? These are, because of the thickness of the steel here and not as thick of a ball joint cup, you're going to have a pretty big welds right here. That's just the nature of the beast. But, I mean, look, I got pretty big hands, and these things are pure beef. This is probably about 11 pounds, just this one arm, once you have the 1 pound ball joint in there. So let me show you here. These are the washers we were talking about. Exactly the same as original. No difference. These go on the outside of the arms. It seems like they should go concave in, but they don't. They actually go backwards. They go concave out. So don't ask me why. It's the same as factory. That's just how they work. You put one here, one on the other side, and you crank it down. 94 pounds of torque, I believe it said. You get it right here, just so that you know what it is. M14 bolt, 96 foot-pounds of torque. There you go. We've got one other little bag of hardware here. This is for your little stud right here. This is going to be kind of hard to see because it's all black. It's welded in place, powder coated. You've got a couple of washers, lock washers and everything. This is for your ABS wire. So you're going to remove your ABS wire from your factory arm and put it right on here. Pretty straightforward, extremely simple. Alright, put this to the side. I'm going to show you the ball joint. How do you open a box? Pretty easily. This is your 555 ball joint, highest quality ball joints made in Japan. These are in a bag because there is grease everywhere on the inside. These are pre-greased, fully sealed ball joints once they're installed. Why are they fully sealed once they're installed? Because you've got a rubber boot. The rubber boot has to be put in position with the clip. Everything you need to install this comes inside this bag. Now, you can pay Dobinsons to pre-assemble these. What does that look like? That looks like this. This is a pre-installed ball joint. It costs a little bit extra because some people have the tools at home to do this. Most people do not. Once again, this is a situation where you want to have the right tools to do this. Now, this ball joint is pressed into position. It fits perfectly in this cup. It's pretty deep recess. Right here, the thickness here is something else. This is very, very tight fit. It is a press fit, and then it has a circlip that holds it in position so that it can't back out. Now, that's basically a a safety thing, but when this is tightened into your knuckle, basically the knuckle is stopping the ball joint from coming out as well. So some people have chosen not to put these in. Well, that's just not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put that in. Put that circlip in there. Once again, that's a tricky tight fit, but when it's pressed in all the way, then you can see literally the groove that the circlip's supposed to go in. Then you would put the boot on. You would use a hook, a special small prying hook, to hook this. It looks like a giant key ring to hold the boot in place onto the arm, and then it is sealed. There's no more grease coming out on this. This upper control arm looks like a Tacoma arm with a tapered ball joint, but every ball joint for different vehicles can be different. It might be tapered here, it might be tapered, or it might be standard. And then you've got your standard castle nut with, with the pin inside here. The pin has to go inside here and install it the same as factory. Now, you don't want to reuse those pins a bunch of times, but you want to make sure that this is tight. How do you know when this is tight? Well, this is going to get maxed out pretty much against the bottom of the threads. So there you go. That's a Dobinsons upper control arm, showing you all the details, OE bushings, fixed ball joint. How do I maintain these, you may ask? You wash your car. That's how you maintain them. Pretty simple. Here's that cap we were talking about. This has the O-ring fitted already. This has not been greased. This is a display model. But you would add some grease to this O-ring so that when you put this in here and press it down for a seal, you're going to be keeping out stuff from building up in there. If you choose not to put this in there, you literally create a little bucket to hold road grime and salt and stuff. Yeah, one thing I do suggest on these is putting a little bit of grease on top of the ball joint to prevent it from rusting, because this is a machine surface and it is not painted at all. Then you put your cap on and you're done. There you have it.